Welcome everybody, this is Eddie with Joe's Gaming and Electronics. Today we'll be replacing the right inside panel on a Solo 3 wireless. Any parts or tools in this video you see me use will be linked down in the description below so you can buy them and complete this repair yourself at home. To start off, we're going to pull the right ear pad off using a pry tool. So you just carefully get in there under the tape and pop it out. Careful, there are two pins. I'll show you now. It's fine to mess up the tape because we'll be replacing that. So you just pull the tape off, place the ear pad to the side, and throw the tape away. Next, as I stated, there are two pins here and here, so just watch out for those two as you're repairing this. Next, we're going to remove 3 Phillips screws. I'll be using my screwdriver here, a Phillips head. Place those to the side as well. Next, you'll be able to pop this speaker out. Carefully pull these wires. They're just glued down with some glue right there, so just pull those out. Next, you're going to pull it from this carefully because it's glued down with super glue, and these are glued right there, so just carefully tug on them, pop them out. Next, grab your flux and just put on all the solder points you're about to unsolder, which is going to be the speaker, all the wires. This is not required, but it will make your soldering and unsoldering job a lot easier. Next, grab your soldering iron and we can get soldering. Wait for the beep to let us know it's heated up. And you can go ahead and take, there are 4 solder points on the charger port and 2 on the speaker driver. There's some glue over the top, but you could just melt that with the soldering iron and remove it later. Now we can put our speaker housing to the side. Make sure we've loosened these wires. We're going to pop the panel off. Next, you're going to grab your pry tool and pry this panel open. So you go into this crack right here, you find the hole where the clip isn't, pry up, and it'll pop the first clip out, and you just keep working your way around, going clip by clip. And it'll pop right out. Next, we're going to have to take these 2 clips out. This is the battery that's going to be for the main internal wire. So you just grab your flathead, pry it out. Same goes for this clip. Carefully work one side slowly, because if you just go hard on one side, then it will just break the clip, and that becomes a lot more expensive repair. Next, we're going to pop this Phillips screw out. Put the screw to the side as well. Sometimes it just needs a love tap to pop the screw out, and put that to the side. Next, our power board will come right out, and you can just pop the battery out. Again, pry tool, go right under it. Careful, because this is a battery, you don't want to puncture the battery. You just carefully pry up. It's just double-sided tape. Careful not to puncture battery. We always keep fire extinguishers right next to us, just in case. So next, I like to grab my flathead and kind of pull up on these wires, get them pulled through. And we're gonna have to grab these wires, pull them out carefully with glue so you don't fray them. Sometimes all you need is just a little pry of the screwdriver and it'll all come right out. There's your old panel. Pop that to the side. Next, we're gonna grab our new panel that we're gonna be using. First, you're gonna have to pop this clip in. The plastic goes down first, and secondly, goes the rubber part. Next, we're gonna put these wires back into our new panel. So, we can start with this blue one. Put a dab of blue glue, my bad, on this last pin right there, just so it holds it in place. And you can use your flathead to kind of pry that wire in between there and hold it down while the glue sets. Next, we can put the red wire right over top of that one. Add a little bit more glue and just place this wire right over top of it. Next, we can wait for the black one. We're gonna pop our power board back on. So just align the two pins there and there with these two pinholes, and pop that one Phillips head screw. It's the shorter one of the four that you've taken out. And just screw that in place. Next, plug in your main internal wire into this clip. You can tuck that kind of under, and there are two pins here. You can just kind of finagle the wire in between those two pins so it holds it in place. Next, we can put a dab of glue right about there, and that should hold it down. Just apply a little bit of pressure for a few seconds, let the glue set, and it should be good to go. Put the glue to the side for now. Next, we can keep working this wire around. And we're gonna bore out this hole, just because from factory they had a lot of glue in there, and this just helps to clean the glue out. So you just kind of twist the screwdriver in there. Should pop it out. So then you grab all your excess glue, throw that away, kind of clean it up. Just a helpful tip for you guys. When you're doing this, be careful with the power board. I've just done this enough to where I can do it without damaging it. So if it's your first time, I would recommend popping the power board out, then doing it, just so you don't create any further damages. Next, we can pop this blue wire in. Next, the red wire will go in. And once you put it in, you can just pull it through from the other side. And then pop a dab of glue to hold that in place. Apply some pressure again so the glue can set and hold this in place. Alrighty. Next, we can solder our charger port internal wire back on. So I have this ready here. So grab your wire, grab some flux, put some flux on these 2 points. Not too much, just a dab. Next, grab your soldering iron, and you can grab some tin, and it will go copper on the outside towards here, and then red will go on the inside. Here, some tweezers can come in handy just to hold the wire down while you apply the pressure to solder. Next, pop the black wire through the hole, through the panel, pull it out from this side. There we go. Next, we can move on to soldering the speaker in. And once we finish soldering, we'll pop the battery in and then pop the rest of this in place. So you can grab our speaker. And as you can see, there's some glue here. There's still some glue over this point. I'll just take a second to go ahead and clean that up. Next, we can apply a little bit of flux on all these points again. And then just kind of clean those points up, and then grab your tweezers. I'll start with the charger port. Again, it will go red first. A helpful tip you can use is take pictures before you take this apart, but here I could just walk you through it. You'll go red first on the furthest left. Next, you will use the copper from the charger port internal wire. Next, grab the blue wire, and you're going to go the red blue wire first and the copper green wire second. Next, we can move over to the back. Grab your battery, plug it back in. And took the wire away, put it back. Next, we can tighten up the hinge pin just so your hinge feels nice and tight. Carefully apply some force on it, not too much, and we can go ahead and pop this panel back in. Hold your outside panel onto the hinge, clip it in, starting one side first, push down onto the other side, and work your way around, clipping all the clips in. Next, I like to glue this red wire back in place, so you just put a dab of glue right in there. Grab your flathead, grab your red wire, and hold it in place while the glue sets. Next, now that that has set, we can go ahead, grab this, grab our blue and black wire, pop it in, carefully work it around, pop this panel in. As you can see, there was some wire sticking out there, so we carefully go ahead, retry, and you make sure there's a solid seal around it, and you make sure in each hole you don't see any wires, so that you ensure you don't break your unit. Now grab your 3 screws that we placed aside earlier, and we can just screw these 3 in. Now that we screwed them in, grab your ear pad, grab a piece of tape. We sell this on our website if you need it. Now align the holes with the holes on the tape. Next, kind of push that down where the charger port goes. Grab your razor blade. Carefully put a slit through it, not too deep, just to cut the top layer. Kind of pry up at it. That'll pop right off. Now, these are where these 2 pins come in with the 2 holes. So just align the holes. It should fall right in place, and apply some pressure. And you can turn this unit off real quick. And there you go. You just replaced your panel, functioning properly. That's it. Remember, if you have any questions, use the comment section below. We'll try to reply to you as soon as we can. If you need any parts or tools used in this video, again, link in description, go to our website. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more repair videos, reviews, and much more. Again, thanks for watching and have a phenomenal day.